fans, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. I'm your host, Mike Spider Slayer. Gonna bring you a little bit of a fun video today, right? And if you love daily comic book content, and if you like me helping you make decisions on what comic books to buy, guys, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'm gonna show you a couple things today. The main thing of this video is going to be the Web of Spider-Man Omnibus. I have not opened it yet, so you're gonna look at it with me for the first time, and we're gonna see what's inside. We're gonna see what comic books it has to offer in there, right? I was really excited to get this one. I kind of briefly showed it on the haul the other day. And if you care to stick around after that little review or overview on what this thing looks like, I got an upgrade, guys. The summer is right around the corner, and you guys know that I do my videos in the garage, and it is damn hot. So I went out there and I spent $100 on a brand new, super duper massive fan. Okay, it's got like remote control and everything. So like, I'm gonna open up this thing and I'm gonna showcase it for you, because if you look at my fan right now, the freaking thing is probably about 15 years old. It's like covered in dust. It's not nearly the height. It's on like a box. It's just, it doesn't do the job. Yeah, I'm like dying in the summertime. So we're gonna see what that fan is like once I get done unboxing it, okay? So here we go. Like I said, subscribe if you love stupid stuff like this. So the first thing also I wanted to show you before we get to the Omnibus is I wound up getting this Ultimate Spider-Man issue 14 variant cover. I wound up getting this on Whatnot from Comic Tom's site, and I had store credit, or I guess app credit or Whatnot credit. So all I had to pay was like the $1 shipping that it cost, whatever it was. So I thought that was really cool. And then I got the One World Under Doom. So I paid a couple dollars for shipping on these two books, and yeah, I was kind of happy to get it, you know. So there was that. Okay, so now let's dive into, you know, this Web of Spider-Man Omnibus. Okay, now this is a pretty cool Omnibus. It just was released like the other day, and if you're a fan of Spider-Man and these classic stories, this is something that you're gonna want. This series came out, I think, after Spider-Man Team Up, right? And this was just another solo series for the character, right? You had Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man, you had Amazing Spider-Man, obviously you had Spider-Man Team Up, and then you got this Web of Spider-Man series. So when I found out that this book was coming out, I was like, oh man, I'm like, one of the covers that it showed was Kraven's Last Hunt as one of the covers that you could get. And I'm like, that's freaking badass, because Kraven's Last Hunt was never in any omnibuses when it comes to Spider-Man, right? And so when they had this as a cover, I'm like, well, if I get this omnibus, I gotta get this, right? So this is the dust jacket on the thing. And like I showed before, here are all the comics it collects. So when you look at the comics that it does collect, it has 1985's Web of Spider-Man. It has 1 through 34. So it does not have all of the issues in there, which leads me to believe there's going to be a volume 2. It also has annual 1 through 3, and then it collects Amazing Spider-Man from 1963 volume 1, issues 268, 293, and 295. And then it also has the Spectacular Spider-Man from 1976, 131 through 133. So that's really good. It has some really fun issues of Web of Spider-Man, the early days of the series, where I thought the series was the best, right? So really cool stuff. So let's take a look at it. Again, there's your dust jacket. Nice little side art right here. Let's turn it this way and that way so you can see it. And let's take off the dust jacket, and then I'm going to showcase the cover. This book does retail for $125 in the US and $156.25 in Canada. That's an odd one. When you open it up, like I said, the dust jacket's there. It's got the synopsis of the run and what you can expect inside of it. And then I'm very curious to see what the actual cover looks like. So I'm taking off that dust jacket now. And oh yeah, I think you're going to be very happy when you see this. So, and again, they have different covers on them. And then this is what you can expect when you take off that dust jacket. That is pretty sick right there. I mean, really, really cool stuff. Can't deny the way that looks. And then here is, again, the way it looks like here. Okay. And then here is your back. So the one where it has Wolverine and Spider-Man on there. So that is a great looking cover, man. Love that. All right. So let's take a look inside and see what it has to offer here. It's a big omnibus. It has a lot of stuff in here. So when you open it up, here is the actual title page to the Omni. So that's pretty cool. And then again, it just showcases like all the writers, all the pencilers in there, and all the inkers, the creative teams like over the years. And I love the original concept of Web of Spider-Man, how it started. Web of Spider-Man for me was one of the first Spider-Man books that I had in my original comic book collection of like maybe 20, 30 books that my uncle gave me. And I remember reading it and I was like, wow, this is so cool. And it had to deal with those Volturian type of guys, like these guys, the guys that had the Vulture technology, right? And I just remember that issue 2 with that great cover, because I don't think ever had like issue 1. I think this was the book that I had, and I was like, oh wow. And I think I traced this cover, you know, and it was just so much fun when I was a little kid. So this omnibus just really hits home for me. Here's some more of that interior artwork of what you can expect from those earlier issues. If we go further down the road here, let's check it out. Here we get to see Spider-Man in those black threads, right? And there was a time where obviously in this he's rejected the symbiote and he wears his own black suit. Let's see if we can get a look at the way the actual covers look when I get to another issue of it as we go further in here. So here's Web of Spider-Man. This is issue 7, and this is where he faces off against the Hulk. That is so much fun, man. I just love how the whole run is, well, not the whole run, but 34 issues of the run is involved in this. So let's see if we can go ahead and find Kraven's Last Hunt. Here's Web of Spider-Man issue 15 with Chance on there. So I'm flipping through this thing some more to try to find Kraven's Last Hunt. Peter, like, what's going on right here? We get to see this girl. She's like bending over going, hey, Peter, you happen to find a hairpin, did you? It's like showing off her butt. That's so funny. And then again, here's that page with the, you know, on the back of that omnibus there. So there's that one. That's issue number 29. Still trying to find Kraven's Last Hunt. I don't remember like what issue it was, so I'm sure I'll get there in a second. Okay, I finally found it. So here's the way it looks right here. So yeah, man, just so cool. I am so happy that this is collected in this omnibus form, because again, you can read not only the first 34 issues of this run, but you can read one of the best Spider-Man stories ever. And for whatever reason, if you have never read Kraven's Last Hunt, I definitely suggest you read it if you want to see kind of like a much darker Spider-Man story, something that maybe we have not seen in quite some time. So really great stuff here. So now let's go to the kind of like towards the back of this book and see, you know, maybe additional artwork or anything else that it might have to offer here. So okay, so on the back of this one, we get to see like different showcasings of like the characters in the book, right? So you get like Spider-Man, and then you get like, obviously you get like Peter Parker in here on kind of like the way he is and all his little secrets, some classic stuff in here, which is so much fun. Like, and then here you get to see like Mary Jane on her and how she's like this big time fashion model. And one of the cool things that I liked seeing in here was Peter and MJ's apartment. That is so much fun, dude. Like, I love shit like this. This is stuff that I feel like just comics are just missing these days. Like, you even get to see like the ins and outs of the Daily Bugle. And again, it's awesome. I think the only people that are really doing that I notice these days is like ghost machine as I highlight the particular characters and certain things of characters, right? But that's what you get at the end of this omnibus. Like here you get to see like a little bio of the Hobgoblin. That's just what comics is about. It gets you to learn about all these characters. And it goes through that like all the way through, like Will-O-the-Wisp, the White Dragon, and then you get like different types of cover art as well in the back of this. So yeah, there's a lot of artistic cool pages and just everything about Spider-Man. And then I guess it's like more cover art and just great things. I just like, look at this. So yeah, I mean, overall, without reading this right from the start, I think if you are a Spider-Man fan and you don't want to go out there and spend all the issues on Web of Spider-Man or searching them down, you know, get this, obviously this first volume. There's obviously going to be a second volume, maybe a third, because it's only like 34 issues in here and the volume's pretty lengthy, right? So for $125, I say it's worth it. I know you can get it on cheaper, probably at other places like In Stock Trades. And I got this for cheaper myself because my comic book shop offers a stamp program, so I wound up getting like $56 off of the $125 price tag. So yeah, again, Spider-Man fan, definitely check it out. You will not be disappointed. Okay, here we go. So I am upgrading that fan, like I said, from this piece of junk that I've had for, I couldn't tell you how long, like 15, 20 years maybe, I don't know. But yeah, we're upgrading this bad boy today, and we're gonna check it out, and we're gonna see again what this fan is about. It got 5 stars. If you guys want good tower fans, this one got, you know, good reviews. Again, this is what it is. A Drero, I don't even know what the fuck it's called, fan. So here we go. We're gonna open this bad boy up, and then we're gonna see, you know, what this thing can do. I mean, it's got 6 speeds, it's got remote control. I mean, yeah, I mean, here we go, guys. Let's check it out. Okay, so like I opened this thing up, and like seriously, I have to put it together. Like, why do you have to put together a fan? So give me a few minutes and we're going to put this whole thing together, and I'll showcase it to you. Oh yeah, here we go. Like, look at this bad boy. You know you're making it up there in YouTube when you can get a bigger sized fan. Let me tell you, this bad boy is huge compared to the one that I had before. So I finally put it together. I'm not going to lie. It took me like probably a good 5 to 10 minutes to put this base together, because I'm one of those guys that just like opens up the box and just wants to put the thing together and not read the directions, and I started putting it together wrong. But this fan offers quite a bit, and it's it has all kinds of oscillation modes here, 90 degrees. It's got 6 speeds. It's got a normal mode, it's got a natural mode, an auto mode, there's a 12-hour timer on it. Like, there's an app, there's a sleep mode. It's supposed to be super quiet, so when I do my videos, you're not going to be able to hear it. Yeah, it's like totally insane. So, and there's 6 different speeds, with 6 being ultra and 1 being ultra quiet. So I'm going to plug this bad boy in, and we're going to see how it cools off my Spider Slider. Okay, I'm back. So when I plugged it in, it made this like beeping sound, and you can see it. It's right here, right? This is the tail end of it. And here, if I up the camera there, we get to see kind of like what it looks like. And we're going to see what happens when like I press the on button on this thing. Let's see what happens. Ooh. Oh my god, dude, I just turned it on and it's automatically on 4. We can see the LED display right here. So you can see it lights up. I'm not gonna lie, I kid you not, that I turn this thing on and it's like an AC unit. It is like blowing cold air, and this is only level 4. So let's see what happens when I go to level 3. So it turns it down. Right, nice little brisk air. Not sure if you guys can hear it or if this is going to interfere with my videos, but just let me know. But even 3, I'm quite like chilled, right? Okay. 2, definitely can still feel it, right? Has the nice air, but this is huge, right? And then there's 1 where I can feel this nice little breeze, okay? And then you can set the timers, you can turn off the sound, but I'm afraid to see like what 6 is gonna be like, because here is 4 and I'm cold, okay? Here's 5. Holy cow. Like, I don't have like very much hair for my hair to blow, but this thing is blowing really good. Here we go. And there's number 6. Wow, that's powerful, man. I can honestly say that this thing is a huge upgrade to what I had. And then here's your oscillating. Oh yeah, look at that. So it goes 90 degrees, so it's gonna go all the way that way, and then here it comes around this way. I mean, listen guys, this may not be a big deal for you, but this is a game changer for me. And I've had this same fan in this garage forever, so I'll take anything that I can actually get. And it's got sleep mode, time mode, and all those different things. So, again, this was $100. Summer coming around. If you are looking for a fan, you might want to check this Drio fan out. Not a paid advertisement. It's just the little thing sometimes that puts a smile on our face. So guys, there you have it. There is my overview of the Venom Omnibus, or I'm sorry, the Web of Spider-Man Omnibus, and this new fan that I'm getting for the summertime in my garage. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. As always, I'll leave you more content for you to click on. Remember, support the local comic shops. Keep buying, keep collecting, stay cool, and always read your comics. Guys, I'll see you on that next video.